Okay, so here we are. This one here is about net metering. So let me get right to it. Net metering. I used to have the hardest time trying to understand net metering or get other people, customers, to understand net metering because everyone was thinking, well, the utility company is going to pay me back for the solar that we send extra to them. Kind of, but not really. And the other was, oh, the meter turns backwards. Well, not in 10 years, okay? What net metering is if at any moment that your solar, once you have solar in a house, is producing more power than what you need if you don't have a battery, which that's another discussion, but if you don't have a battery, what is your system going to do with the power? Well, it instantaneously sends the extra power back through the meter. It's a dual meter, and it goes back through the meter, and it tracks the amount of kilowatt hours that you're sending back up the line. Now, so your power goes back out, and it is now available, and so your neighbor is making toast or their hot water heater, whatever, but it is now available out there, in the utility world to be used. Now, in 5 minutes, you might need that power or just power, again, the solar, a cloud comes over or AC kicks on and, hot water kicks on and you start a microwave, a couple of different things at once, then suddenly you might need this back. Well, this is going to happen back and forth. And if you look at this through a day, or if you stand outside and you got nothing else to do and you want to watch the meters go back and forth, you're going to see the little arrow going back and forth. It's going this way means you got power coming in. The arrow going this way means you have power going back out. Okay, and at the end of the day, you're going to be able to do net. Okay, the net of the amount you took in versus the amount you put back out. Which one is bigger? Okay, so if you sent more back during the day than what you took in, then you have a positive amount of credit sitting out there on net metering. Now, I made a little form for this, which I try to bring up and put to people. Let me get this out of the way. Big picture of me. And I'm happy to go over this with you as it applies to you. The other thing about net metering that got kind of a little more complicated over the years is depending on who your utility company is. So if it is a number of them, some of the majors are all pretty much the same. It's one for one. But some of the other ones, like my own house, basically, if I send them 10, they give me credit for 8. Okay, it's in round numbers. Okay, it's not exactly that. It's more like 8.2. But if you were other like Lakeland Electric and some other things, City of Leesburg, if you send them 10, they give you credit for about 2.6, things like that. Okay, so not only is there net metering and the function of net metering, but without batteries, is there a reason, to deal with net metering? The other thing about net metering that's very important, okay, is how do you use your power during the day? During your sunniest hours of the day, how do you utilize your power? For example, if you have a big pool, okay, you have a big pool and your sprinklers are going, or, just a number of things, and if you're doing a lot of laundry, if you're running dryers, AC kicking in, stuff like that, you might not ever really get ahead of it that much during the day on net metering. Okay, you just might not. So net metering means that you, again, say it one more time, is that you are producing more at that instant than what you're producing more than what you need. Okay, and so the balance goes back to the grid. So in certain situations, you want to do really well on quote unquote net metering. Husband and wife get up, go to work in the morning, kids go to school, the house sits empty for 6 hours, something like that. And you got the thermostat, set nice and everything's working good. And then when you come home, you've gained 30, 50, 80, whatever, hours, kilowatt hours of additional power that you made more than what you need. Okay. And that is a perfect world situation. Not everything is a perfect world situation. Because a lot of families, during the summer months, kids are home from school, different things happen, pool pumps run longer, AC runs longer. So these are things that if you deal with someone like us, we can actually do a good evaluation for you, okay? And we'll discuss how you live, and so how solar and everything is going to work for you. And I think that's really, really important. So doing a consultation with us is just not filling in a form. We want to know a little bit about how you use power. We're not trying to be nosy. We're just trying to give you the benefit of my and another person I work with, our very many years of experience. Thousands of times we've sat back and talked to people. And the amount of people, I'm going to tell you this, the amount of people that I did not sell because I told the truth, and then someone else goes, oh no, you're going to make 50 kilowatt hours a day. How? Okay. They didn't understand the solar math, and so someone else was able to lie to them better than I was able to tell the truth, which bothers me to this day, but life goes on. So net metering is something that is individual, that there's a policy out there, but how it affects you and your house is also just as important. So deal with somebody that'll tell you the truth. Many times we can make it work out to your advantage, and show you how to take advantage of it. So fill in the formula, request an evaluation, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.